Welcome to 司徒行行行，
行行行。
哦，对，
司徒行行行。
大家好，我是司徒建国。Now today, like every other day since the epidemic began, I'm wearing a mask, 口罩。Now these are vital for protecting doctors and nurses in hospitals and for protecting essential workers working on the front line, and they're extremely useful for protecting people like me. Now surgical masks and N95 masks, they protect the person wearing them from infection, but they also prevent the spread of virus and disease. 闻不到。So I'm going to try and be of some help today. I've come here to Yanshan Shihua, a factory that produces the most important part of these face masks, 绒喷布, or in English, the melt-blown non-woven fabric. 你好，
请问一下，请问应该是用喷布。
Unbelievably, the production line that I'm about to go in and see was built and put into operation in just 12 days, and it works continuously 24 hours around the clock because the demand for masks right now is so high. It's really loud in there, so I'm going to put these in first. Okay. 王师傅你好，
你好，
谢谢让我来这儿打工。你是什么时候复工的？
我是1月26号，
好早。
对，很早，对。
能跟我简单说一下熔喷布到底是什么？
熔喷布是我们口罩最核心的层，它起到过滤作用啊。这个就是我们熔喷布聚丙烯专用料，像大米一样，
但是是塑料是吧？
对，然后做成布，就像面皮一样啊。最终生产我们的口罩，就像包饺子、包包子一样
啊。但是这个不能吃，不能吃。那我知道这儿的生产线比较机械化的，那不能体验什么？
第一步骤上料。
OK，
走，司徒啊。我们开始上料吧，把粒料倒到我们的上料料仓里边去。然后呢，咱们的原料就通过真空上料系统上到主装置被吸走了啊。
这个袋多重？
这一袋是25公斤。
25公斤，哇塞！
来，一个人能干得动吗？
我不知道。哎呦，哦！我看了新闻报道，说了这个工厂是12天建成这样。
对，
正常情况下需要多长时间？
正常至少半年。
半年。
对，
所以12天真的很厉害。
对，我们再来一袋。
来，哎，所以这个工厂是几月几号开始生产熔喷布
？3月6号。
然后每个月能生产
将近200吨。
200吨。
对。
然后200吨能做成几个口罩？
像咱们这种医用平面口罩，1吨熔喷布可以做100万片。
100万。然后 N95的呢
？N95的话可以做30万个左右。
30万。
对。自动换卷，把这种大卷换成小卷，继续缠。
咱们再把这个布从下面递到这边。这个头，这个放，对着这个放。哦。用生胶带把布粘上。
哇，好慢是不是？
这每根布上都要贴个标签。每箱装4卷。啊。
Well, I think my work on the production line's finished. This factory so far has produced more than 180 tons of Rongpumbu, and that has gone on to create more than 180 million masks. What an astounding figure. Now, when Horshamshan Hospital was being built, there were lots of international media reports, talking about the speed at which China can build a field hospital. Well, this is just as impressive. A production line built in 12 days and it's turning out this much produce. Amazing, absolutely incredible. And it's here at another factory where the rongpengbu is converted into face masks or口罩. Now, normally, people like me aren't allowed in here because it's a totally sterile environment. So, before going in, myself, my team, and the cameras and the tripods, they're all going to be sterilized. Now, the workers can't eat in the factory, of course, but they don't even go home. They all live together in a hotel nearby the factory, and that's all to maintain high safety standards. So, I'm going to go change this mask for an N95 mask and get dressed, and then we're going to go inside. 这是最大的是吗？哦，还行。哦，有点小，真的有一点小。哇塞！哦，我已经 I'm very very hot already。哦，再消毒。我的胳膊太长了。This is too small, so I'm changing it again into a bigger one, 4XL. I've put on a bit of weight recently. Oh god. 那这套别人还是可以用吗？
这个等会儿洗。
哦，洗一下是吗？哦，对不起。还是有一点紧。I'm exhausted. Oh god. Second time. Now I'm ready. 胳膊还是有点长。好。So this machine behind me is cutting out and stitching together N95 masks. Now the masks are made up of 4 layers, 2 layers of non-woven fabric, and then we've got the rongpengbu, which was produced at that other factory, and then another layer which is known as 热风棉.每天要装几个？
最少得出40万。
40万。
对。
I'm not very good at this, so the masks are being vacuum packed, and you've got to be quick putting them in. I'm really not very good.
现在是速度没开太快。
啊，正常的速度呢？
这是2倍。
哇。I've only been working here for about 20 or 30 minutes, and I'm falling hot. I'm probably wearing too much to begin with, but working in these suits and all this, it's not easy, it's not comfortable. So these guys are, you know, my hat's off to them. They had to slow the production line down for me because I was so slow. Thankfully, I'm off the line now, and it's back to full speed. So these guys are working really hard, and they're working for us to create these, to keep us safe. So I'm really grateful to them, and well, I'm not good enough to work here, basically. And here are the finished products, disposable face masks. There's a high demand for masks all around the world right now. The masks produced by this company are CE standard, so they'll be making their way to Europe. Now, in a lot of Asian countries, it's normal seeing people wear face masks. They're a public health habit that's quite common. However, as we saw at the start of this year, people in countries all around the world, European countries, African countries, people in the Middle East, the US, Australia, New Zealand, they just weren't wearing masks. Now, part of the reason, or probably the main reason, is that they're just not used to wearing masks. But there was also the very incorrect assumption that if you wear a mask, then you are ill. But that's absolutely not the case. And now more and more people in these countries are wearing masks, or starting to wear masks after being recommended to do so, or out of personal desire. Now, the people in the factories where I've been today, they're doing a vitally important job. They're creating masks that are going to be used by healthcare workers and essential workers on the front line. So I'm very grateful to them, and I'm looking forward to the day where I can take this mask off and smell these flowers. But until then, stay safe, and if you need to, stay indoors.